NFL football. Super Bowl 59. We'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone, and he returns this to the 22. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Goff finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Goff now looks to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 14. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. To throw is Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Josh Hines-Allen
drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down.
Bates' kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Duvernay now going to bring it out, and he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circled every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
35 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Goff.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick-6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with the play they needed.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
26 yards.
And the Jaguars continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, Charles, after the first quarter, it was just complete disaster for them. Everything has flipped. I mean, it's 180 degrees in the other direction now here in quarter 2.
Championship effort right there. How about them marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to get the win? This is one that this team will remember forever, as well as their fans.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Travis Etienne on the touchdown reception, capping the drive. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 12. On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now Etienne to start the drive.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He had 3 catches in that opening part of the game and wound up with a touchdown reception as well.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
On first down, Lawrence.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a gain of 34.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's third down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Bigsby going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action.
Out of the gun, Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Devon Hamilton
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Goff now to throw. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. Room here to run. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble is kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. And they'll go again with Etienne.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them.
Touchdown!
Brian Thomas,
his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Jaguars are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Now it's Goff. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now Goff on 1st down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 79 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8. Etienne once more.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
Hard running at the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.